This is Catching Exceptions, and today I'm going to introduce you to a member of the fandom of the opera, Julia Gavrilova. So thank you for being here with me today.
Sure.
And Basha, thank you. Would you like to introduce Basha?
Sure. This is Julia Gavrilova. She's my dog, miniature poodle. She used to live with my parents, but now she lives with me.
She's adorable.
Oh, thank you. She knows it.
So where are you from? Where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
I was born in St. Petersburg, Russia, and lived there up until I was 29.
Tell me a little bit about St. Petersburg itself. It's a big city too, right?
It is a big city, actually. It's the second largest city in Russia. Very beautiful, very beautiful architecture. It was built by Peter the Great in 1704. And there are a lot of buildings that were built by Italian architects. It's very, very pretty city.
So let me ask too, because I noticed you went to university in St. Petersburg, but it wasn't for computer science.
Yes, I went to St. Petersburg Chemical Pharmaceutical Institute for a biotechnology degree.
How did you get started in that?
When I was graduating high school, I was so much into music and singing. I was planning to be an opera singer. Unfortunately, at that moment, I couldn't get into any musical schools, so I had an option of just getting some degree. I needed to have a college degree. So my friend, Julia, she wanted to go to this Chemical Pharmaceutical Institute, and I figured, why not? So it just happened that way, and I graduated that school with honor, actually.
And a minor in
biotechnological engineering.
Did you take any music or art or singing?
Yes, I was. Actually, I played violin since I was 5 up until I was probably 21, I think, last time I played in public. I sang in a choir for 10 years, which is one of the St. Petersburg famous children's choirs. And then took lessons. Yeah, singing was a big part of my life for a very long time.
You're gonna have to let me hear a little bit later, maybe. So, after you got your degree in biotechnology, what was it that actually got you into programming?
That's another interesting story, because after I graduated and I went to actually postgrad, and I tried to become a doctor, but then it was all happening in the 90s when everything was very difficult in Russia. And I started working with my mother-in-law at the time. She was a TV producer, so I was just an assistant there, and that was kind of interesting. And one of those days, she said, "Do you want to create a website for my TV show?" And I thought that was interesting. So that's how the whole thing started, and it just sucked me in.
What was this TV show called?
Telecompact.
Outside of that, what is it that keeps you kind of interested in just going on and learning other new things?
Unfortunately, I haven't really painted for the last probably couple of years. But when I did, people were saying that I was good, and I really enjoyed it, because when you're coding for 5 days, well, sometimes even more during the week, and you have one day that you use a different side of the brain, and the coding side is resting. It's actually very, very relaxing and interesting. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Gotta get the balance there.
Literally.
All right. And would either you or Basha like to give your exception message?
And yeah, I've heard recently a very good expression that if you like what you do, then you will never work a day in your life. So I think I'm at that point where I really enjoy what I'm doing, even though it's not singing.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's perfect. So thank you, Julia.
Thank you, Mark.
So that was Catching Exceptions, and you just met Julia Gavrilova, a Sitecore Architect at XCentium. Next time you see me, we're going to be getting to know somebody else. Till then, hang loose.
Снова с вами программа «Телекомпакт».